Did you hear that? Now, that's the kind of chinchin you will get when you try out this recipe. It is so simple and straightforward. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are learning how to make milky chinchin. The first thing you are going to do is to mix the dry ingredients. In a bowl, I added 1 kg of flour. Yeah, I have 100 grams of sugar. I also added a pinch of salt, very little. Now I'm going to grate in some fresh nutmeg. Emphasis on fresh nutmeg. The flavor is unmatched. Try it and you'll thank me later. At this point, you are just going to mix everything together. Make sure the sugar is not separating from the flour. It has to combine very, very well. That's all for the dry ingredients. Let's proceed. The next thing is butter. Yeah, I have 100 grams of salted butter. So if you don't want to add the pinch of salt, you can just use salted butter. That's what I did. Use your fingers to mix the butter into the flour, just as you see me doing. Make sure you rub it very well into the flour so there is no lump, okay? You can see that the texture of the flour has changed. It is like breadcrumbs. Yes, that's what you will achieve when you do this right. Make sure there are no lumps of butter. Just keep mixing and mixing. It's time to add in the wet ingredients. Just to make the work faster, I'm going to pour everything directly into the dry ingredients, okay? So use your hand to make a hole in the middle. The first thing we are going to add is the vanilla extract. You can use any flavor of choice. So the next thing is egg. I'm using 1 egg, so I'm going to add it. Next is condensed milk. This is the secret of the milky chinchin. You can see earlier I used just 100 grams of sugar because I was going to add condensed milk. This recipe is not overly sweet, but it is sweet, guys. It is so delicious. I really want you guys to try this and give me your review in the comment section. Mix the wet ingredients slightly, then combine with the flour. If you have watched up to this point, please drop a like, comment, and tell me the recipe you would like to learn next. I might just make a video for you, who knows? And don't forget to tell me where you are watching from. I will give you a shout out in my next video. Add water gradually and use your hands to bring the dough together. Don't be too hard on your chinchin dough. It does not need stress. In total, I used 290 grams of water. Yours may be about 300 because some flour tends to need more water. Once the dough is a bit soft, you are just going to knead it slightly, not too much like when you are kneading bread. Just give it a good massage. Then you keep it in a warm place. You can wrap with a cling film, but I did not want to do that, so I just kept it outside for about 20 minutes. I think everyone should invest in this silicone mat. It is very good so you don't damage your tabletop when you are cutting out your chinchin. It is very good, guys. Screenshot anywhere you see it. Make sure to get one for yourself. Back to the recipe. I divided the dough into 3 so it's easy to work with. Let's get started. I'm going to knead the dough slightly again just to bring it together. Then we will roll it out. You don't have to roll it very thin, but if you like those chinchin that are very, 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 very crunchy, you can roll it thin. But trust me, whether it's thick or thin, this recipe will come out crunchy. You can see how mine is looking. So it's time to cut out the chinchin. I just took out the rough edges here and I'm going to cut into my preferred shape. I am using the cube size. You can use any one you like. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comment section. If I see your comments, I will definitely reply. Now, there is something else I want to teach you, so you have to keep watching. I get a lot of questions that, how do I make my chinchin crunchy? Even with the right recipe, my chinchin does not come out crunchy. One of the issues starts with your oil temperature, and I'm going to teach you how to fry your chinchin in the right oil temperature in this video. If you are interested, keep watching. I will show you as the video proceeds. Our chinchin is ready. Can you see how beautiful this looks? At this point, I like to start heating up my oil. You can see the oil is on medium heat. I'm going to dip a skewer. Pay attention. You can see there are no bubbles. we'll come back to this. After cutting my first batch of chinchin, I like to heat up my oil so that I don't just cut everything and I lose patience and I want to fry almost immediately. No. Once you cut your first batch, you need to start heating up your oil. You fry as you go. This is where a lot of people miss it. They are finished cutting all the chinchin and now they are impatient because the oil is not coming up. Like, you are frying with a lot of oil, so you need to let it heat properly. Now, I'm going to dip that same skewer into the oil because it's at the right temperature now. You can see those little bubbles. That's how you know it is time to fry. Or put a piece of your chinchin into the oil. As time goes, you will see that it comes to the top. This should take about 1 minute or 2. But if it comes back almost immediately, you know that your oil is too hot. Note: your chinchin must not come up almost immediately and it must not stay for too long. Okay? So, a good chinchin recipe is going to separate on its own. You don't need to stir and force it to scatter. You can see everything is separating on its own. If you are following, shout power or drop power in the comment section because your chinchin recipe can never. That's why I want you to try out this recipe. About 3 to 4 minutes later, this is what we have. Here is one tip: you don't have to fry your chinchin in the oil so it gets very dark, because as it cools down, it will get darker. After frying the first batch, some people might turn off their gas, but if you are not among those people, just keep frying. But if you turn off the gas, please make sure you do that test we did earlier. Just drop a chinchin inside the oil. If it comes up, then you know it's time to fry. Can you see how cute this is looking? This is the milkiest chinchin you will find on the internet today. Trust me, you don't need baking powder. Just combine all the ingredients I listed and you will enjoy it. If it's your first time coming across my channel, thank you. You're welcome. Coke or Fanta, which one will you like? And to my returning subscribers, I want to say a very big thank you. Thank you for always sticking with Zezi's Kitchen. I love you all. And that's all for our production of Milky Chinchin. If you want any recipe, just drop it in the comment section. I will make a video for you. Bye. Thanks for watching.